Hey y'all, another video where I'm sitting on the floor. Maybe one day I'll have one where I'm standing, but this is me showing you behind the scenes and reminding you that no one is perfect, right? So just remember the things we post, things we see on social media are, curated to make it look the best. So even people who are very organized in a lot of areas of their life still may have a closet that looks like this. So this is behind the scenes. So this has doors. So we have made a few cardinal sins here. That's what I'm going to call these. We have found a place. We used to not close the doors, and that was on purpose because I knew if we closed the doors that it would turn into this, because out of sight, out of mind. Most of us just can shove things in a closet pretty easily. So, but now because we have two young kids, we close the door. Because it is, we keep their shoe basket here. So we do have that. But, so cardinal sin number one, we have used it as a catch-all because it's got this beautiful, this was actually a coat closet that my husband and I turned into like a little desk. So it does have a chair that I've pulled out, and it goes way back. So it is great because there is I keep my Christmas storage here, ornaments and indoor stuff for decorating. And then we built this little ledge to kind of make it like a desk. So we do have our charging ports for our electronics here and hanging things, but again, it has become the catch-all. So I posted recently, if you don't take care of the mess right away, it just becomes bigger and it becomes something that you just want to shut the doors and hide. So that's what has happened here, is that we have shut the doors and we have hid the mess, and it has just become a pile of catch-all. So really, this needs to be, again, gone through, and things need to find their home. So that's the biggest thing, is when you're purging through something like this, and I'm gonna purge this with y'all, things need to find a home, or they get thrown out, or they get donated, right? You have to decide if this is a ball pump, or a pump for a inflatable, little, we have unicorns that the girls have to ride. So that's what comes with this. So you have to love the item or need the item enough to find it a home. Or if you're not willing to find a place, where are we gonna store the pump, then it doesn't need to stay in your home, right? It's got to be worth finding long-term storage for. If you're just I don't know where to put this, then it doesn't need to stay. If you love it enough or it's useful enough, then you need to commit to finding it a place to live forever. And that way everyone knows where it lives. That's the other kicker, is that if you're not finding a place for it and someone is looking for it, no one's ever gonna find it. First of all, it's frustrating when you can't find the things you're looking for. But then if you're the only one that's oh yeah, I saw it in the desk, then that's how you become the hey mom person, hey, where's this, because you're the only one that knows where it is. So if it has a designated place, everyone knows they can find things without you. So cardinal sin number one is it has become a pile that can be hidden behind closed doors, and we haven't opened the doors to assess and to fix the pile in a while. Cardinal sin number two. I was technically not part of this one, but I'm going to take ownership because I did not give good direction. We have a kind of a walk-in pantry, butler's pantry, if you will, and we had a larger fridge back there, and we're going to put a hall tree back there, so we had to move the fridge out. So on top of the fridge was a lot of stuff, again, that became a piling, catch-all, I don't know what to do with this. So my husband moved the fridge out, and obviously the pile of stuff was on top of the fridge. I meant to tell him leave the pile on the floor because I will find a place for it. Because again, if you don't take care of it right then, it's gonna turn into this. So he didn't leave the pile because I appreciate it. He didn't want me to just like deal with a pile of stuff on the floor. And I didn't tell him that I was okay with that. So then it all got shoved down here in our storage space because it does go really far back. So cardinal sin number 2 was that we didn't take care of it right away. So the other pitfall that you're going to fall into is that if you take things, if you purge and organize one section of your home, you cannot then take the items from that one section and just hide them in another section of your house. That doesn't really solve any of your problems. You're just kind of kicking the can down the road, and it becomes this. Okay, so make sure when you're organizing or cleaning out one space of your home that you handle and address all items in that space. Do not shove them somewhere that is hidden and be like, oh yeah, look how clean our space is. It's like, yeah, it is, but where did your stuff go? Because if it did not get thrown out, if it did not get donated, if it did not find its forever home, you really didn't take care of the problem. You just shifted it to another space in your house. So that's the second one. So now we have this mess. So I'm gonna tackle this. I'll kind of, it always looks worse than it is. So this can be very overwhelming. It even is for me, but it's one thing that is like, I know I can tackle it. There's going to be some mosh posh things that I've got to find homes for, or I have to donate. So when you get ready, be sure to kind of have your piles. I like to have a trash bag and at least 2 baskets or 2 big bins, depending on your space. A bin for the things you're going to keep, a bin for the things that you're going to donate, and then a bag for trash. Now the donation bin, usually I put it, into bags because I don't want to give away my bin, but it just helps organize things while you're working so you don't have piles everywhere and you're like, what's this pile, what's that pile, and your piles get mixed, right? So go ahead and get those things. Those are the main 3 things out, and then just kind of work through it. Put your headphones in, listen to a book, listen to a podcast, whatever you need to do, and just kind of do what your gut instinct tells you to do. So I will do another video kind of purging and working through this, but avoid the cardinal sins, avoid hiding things behind closed doors, and avoid pushing things from one space to the other, right? When you are purging or organizing one area of your home, do not just relocate the mess to another area, right? Find a place for everything. The place could be the trash. The place could be your local donation center. The place could be a place in your home, but every item needs to find a place, needs to find a home. It cannot live in a pile behind the doors. So it's my PSA for today, and your reminder that not everyone is perfect. Not everyone is living sparkly clean. We all have areas of our home that need to be tackled, that need to be improved upon, that kind of get a little disarray, and we've got to wrangle them back in. So tackle your closets this week.